Hello, everyone. William here for 222 Productions, and I am once again in Greensboro, North Carolina, home of the National Ninja League Season 5 World Championship, and I am joined by the National Ninja League founder and president and all-around good-looking ninja, Chris Wilczewski. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great, Will.
All right. I gotta laugh, so goal achieved. So, we have upgraded the venue size from last year to even bigger, even more courses. You got a skill challenge. How long did it take to plan all this stuff out?
Yeah, so planning started right after last year. I think Drew and his team did a great job kind of taking what we've been doing and jumping it to another level. And I think they had a lot of hiccups along the way, and they did their best to kind of, figure them out. And they kind of set the roadmap for us. So as soon as last year ended, we got a lot of feedback. We sent out surveys. We tried to figure out what we could do better for this year, and we went right into the planning process. So I would say almost immediately we were back at our desk trying to figure out what to do to make this year special.
So one thing I've always kind of wondered when it comes to just holding an event like this so big is the monetary side of things. I don't think people fully understand it. You don't have to say a number if you don't want to, but how expensive is it to do something like this?
We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. So just for like our expenses, you're probably looking at like close to like 350,000 just to get everything in here, get the staff required to do this. So it is a huge event in terms of expenses. And most of the team works like a full year round, and they only get paid like a couple of grand for this. It's basically volunteer effort just to try to build the ninja community. Because at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want the community to grow, and we want to see it thrive, and we're willing to take that cut to put on something special for everybody else.
Okay. So one of the new things for this season is the skills competition and the title of Strongest Ninja. How did the idea come around, and how did you decide on the 4 skill challenges that people will be competing on?
Yeah, so one of the things that we heard last year was in the surveys and stuff is that athletes wanted more opportunities to showcase their skills. The one-and-done format, while provides a lot of cool mental challenges and makes you focus on a lot of different obstacles, it's really not ideal in terms of being able to showcase all of your skills and all of your abilities. And if you do make a silly mistake, then you fly all the way to Greensboro or Hartford, whatever it is, to go out on the second obstacle. And like that's kind of bummy. So we tried to fix that and tried to find more ways for ninjas to be able to show off their skills and have a bunch of opportunities to show everything that they're capable of and everything that they've worked towards.
And how did you come about with the 4 specific challenges?
Yeah, so actually a lot of it is kind of like out of necessity. It's like you start with one area and then you realize that you just can't logistically do it. Like we talked about having like a furthest lache contest, but like the logistics between like, okay, like how do you move the bar back? How do you scale it for age groups? How do you get 2,000 athletes through? It just can't happen. So then we scrapped that one. It's like, okay, what can we do next? Okay, we can do this. And it's building. It's trying to figure out what we can accommodate given the number of athletes that we have and the team that we have. Some of the original plans for the lache area involved obstacles that were moving, but we don't have enough bodies to actually reset all of them. So I was like, okay, we're not going to have people to reset them. What can we do that's stable? So it was a building process. The whole year round, we were just trying to figure out, like, what can we do and what can we make work? And with the course team, I think we had a really great team, a lot of different ideas, and I think we came up with a few good challenges that people are enjoying.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. So this is something that I've been wondering. It's no secret that National Ninja League is inspired by American Ninja Warrior and Sasuke. And, this everything with the ninja gyms, in many ways, they're all based on this one show that airs on NBC currently. How important is the success of the show currently to helping the growth of the National Ninja League?
Yeah, so I think it's at the point where like the show is obviously important. The kids see the athletes on the show. It's great exposure, direct exposure to them. They see them doing cool stuff. And I definitely think the two have a really good relationship where they kind of feed off of each other. Obviously, we're growing rapidly, and I hope that one day the NNL can stand alone without support from the show. But I think we still need a few more years before that.
Okay, so we're not there yet.
Not quite, but I think we're getting there. We're approaching that march.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. So one of the things that I kind of want to talk about, and let's talk about A&W a little bit. Yeah. I was in Baltimore. You were in Baltimore. What's it like competing in an area that's so darn cold?
I actually have a really hard time with it. It takes me a while to warm up. I'm definitely not getting any younger. Maybe when I was 21, I might have been a little bit better at it. But the cold really it drastically affects you. You don't really breathe the same. The cold air hits your lungs. The obstacles don't feel the same. Your hands start going numb. So competing in a cold region definitely has a lot of disadvantages.
Okay, and so one of the special things that happened last season is that you managed to break this odd number curse that the show has seemingly put on you, where you qualified for Vegas. I was there for a little bit, seeing how nervous you were. What was going through your mind as you saw people failing the Angry Birds over and over again?
Yeah, I mean, I was freaking out a little bit. Like I said, the one and done format is really tough. It kind of plays with your mind. And I've told a lot of the kids here that didn't perform as well as they wanted to, is like it happens to all of us when you're in that one and done format. Like the best you can do is try as hard as you can, prepare as hard as you can, hope for the best. And if it doesn't work out the way you want it, I think it's okay to be a little bit sad because you put a lot of hard work into it. But eventually you got to get back on the horse and throw yourself back out there.
And what was going through your mind when you found out you did make it to Vegas?
Oh, I was completely stoked. Just because I had known that that was that on-off year thing was kind of getting to me. So just knowing that I was able to get through that hump really made me feel good.
Now, unfortunately, they didn't air your run in Vegas at all. Can you just for the viewers at home, can you just tell us what happened during your run?
Back to the one and done format. I was feeling pretty good going into it. Naj and I were doing a lot of rope climbs, prepping. We felt really confident. But then when I got to stage one, I made a miscalculation on the dipper. I actually overshot it. I think I landed on it kind of near my chest or something. And then I couldn't get underneath it in time to actually make the dismount. I think I was just too much energy, too much adrenaline, and I just threw way too hard. Okay. So, yep, ended there.
All right. So looking a little bit into the future for the NNL, have you already started thinking about what you guys are going to be doing for Season 6?
Yeah, 100%. We've already started kind of chatting about what we could do differently, what we could improve on, little things here and there. Obviously nothing's set yet, but we have some ideas formulating for how to one-up this event next year.
Okay, so I know we got a great audience here who would love for me to stop talking so they can talk to you instead. So I got one important question that I think everyone here has on their mind. Will we see the return of the Monstro swing?
I can't say.
And there you go, folks. Thank you all very much for watching. Make sure you follow Chris on all his social media, links in the description down below. And make sure you subscribe for more videos just like this. Thank you all very much for watching. See you later.
Thanks, Will.
No problem.
Cool.
And cut.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?